The old system, it was very much binders and paper involved. As soon as we get awarded a new job that's been estimating, we have to create a foreman's project manual, which is basically a binder with a lot of information and tabs of the job, the maps, where's the job located, everything. The new system is a lot better because it is accessed on the computer, and basically you can access it in your tablet, cell phone, laptop at home, anywhere that you have internet access, you can access the system. What we do is as soon as we get a job, we add it into the foreman system, and we also put the address and all the information for the superintendents. That way they already have all the employees that work in your company, so it'll map it to see who is close to that job. So that becomes, it's real user friendly and real easy for the superintendent who's managing all those jobs. All these binders go away. It's basically you use a lot of less paper. You have all the information in the system as far as tickets, purchase orders, and everything that you need. For example, all the invoices, accounts payable, they have access to the system. And as soon as they need to match any tickets with an invoice, they have all that information, basically in the tablet or wherever you're accessing the system. We have been using the system for 3 years, and we have been adding as we go. There's, for example, we only had the name of the foreman if somebody needs to know who is a foreman for each job. So we customize accordingly. We now add phone numbers. That way, if somebody calls Raven Mechanical and they are delivering something to the job, all the receptionist does is she goes ahead and search at the job search. She uses that easy tool, and it will tell her which foreman takes care of the job, and she can easily just transfer that call if they have deliveries for the job. So even at the front desk, it's become a lot more easier than for her going to the job list, going up and down, pretty much digging for all this information. She basically just types the name of the job and all the information pops out of who's taking care of that job. So it is very customizable.
The old ways that we used to do things before we started using the FormanSYS was we had 3-ring binders made, and we actually had to print out our documents and put them into these 3-ring binders for our foreman, for ourselves. Now we're able to do all that digital with our new system with the FormanSYS, which saves us a lot of time streamlining the information to the field. Also, it gives us a way to stay in connection with our foremen in real time, and we know who's on the job site, when they're on the job site, when they left, as long as the foreman is actually inputting the information correctly, we can see those real time.
Yes, the old system, like I said, it was basically a sheet like we have now, but you didn't have the PDFs, you didn't have the way to go back and edit it. Once you put it in, it's in. You couldn't erase it. It's just a better system we got here. You can actually do a pie chart, and it keeps up with a PDF sheet where I can go on every single guy. I can pull a sheet on him, see how many days he was late, how many days he was sick, how many days he was absent. It's just a whole lot better system. Another function of it is when I get through copying it every day, I can switch it over from like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then on the weekend, I just come over, I hit skip, put in the number of days. It'll skip it from Friday all the way to Monday, and everything's already in place, and I don't have to redo it, I don't have to rewrite nothing.
Our old methods of purchasing before we had the FormanSYS, we would have our foreman fill out a manual tablet where they would handwrite the materials that they wanted. That was very difficult at times because sometimes the fax transmission wouldn't come out clearly. They had to use a certain type of pen, or if they used pencil, we couldn't see it right. Sometimes their handwriting was bad and we couldn't read what they wanted. Now with the FormanSYS, they're able to go out and populate the form. They don't have to fill out any of the job information because that's already auto-populated. And as soon as they hit submit, we have a notification that there's material that needs to be ordered, and we're able to order this material directly from the computer, split it up to different vendors, and we can email directly from the system.
When I started here, we did everything on paper. Being out in the field, that's kind of hard keeping up with all that paperwork. So now that we've been working with the app, and it's just like instant. Daily logs, material lists, employee status, and so as soon as we do it, the office knows what's going on. It just makes everything so much easier.